Hey Warriors, and welcome to your Warrior Nation News pregame show. I'm Kenzie.
And I'm Ella. We're here at the Waco ISD Stadium where our Warriors are getting ready to take the field to play the state championship game.
We caught up with some of the players and Coach Wynn to see how they're feeling about the game. But first, let's take a look at the send-off earlier today.
It's so awesome. Parents got here a little bit early to send the boys off, and then they're painting their cars and dressing it all up so we can go down in a little caravan.
I wrote state champs because they are, and then I put my brother's number, and I put his last name, and then I put the best big brother because he is the best brother ever.
It's great to see all the fans up here, all the parents up here.
It's really exciting. We just decorated our cars. It's cold and raining, but we are really excited for them to take state and win tonight.
This is pretty great. It's a lot of fun doing it last year and be able to go back for the second straight year with this team. It's really exciting, especially having a kid that's played a couple years. So just the energy with all the parents and the team, it's pretty exciting for the whole school.
So excited. Last year was like a dream come true to be here a year later in Division I and be fighting for our second title is just anything a high school boy dreams of.
I think it's really exciting for them to show off all their hard work they've done this season, and we can't wait to go support. Go football!
All right, let's talk football.
Our Warriors are hoping to make school history night by winning a second state title in a row. They beat St. Thomas Episcopal out of Houston last week in the state semifinal game with a score of 63-0. That's the largest margin of victory in TAPS Division I semifinal in the 33-year history of TAPS. It's also the first shutout in TAPS Division I semifinal since 2009.
But tonight's matchup will be more challenging. Parish Episcopal comes into this game red hot with a high-scoring win over Prestonwood. Plus, they've been on the stage before. They're the defending state champs in Division I. In fact, they've won the last 5 state championships in this division, but players say they're not fazed by it.
That doesn't intimidate us at all. We've won a lot of games too, so this year is this year, so just need to focus on this game and this week and what we're going to do tonight.
We're not even going in and think about that. We're just going into the game thinking about how are we going to attack, how we're going to stop their offense, how we're going to attack their defense. I feel like it's going to be a good game, a game that we're ready for.
They've won 5 in a row, so respectable opponent, but, we're good too. And we've won a state championship too. And I think if we play our best, nobody can stop us.
It's always hard to beat a team twice, but we've prepared really hard all week, and we're ready for anything that's going to come our way. And they're a great team. They're a really good program, really well coached. They're going to be really prepared for this game, but, so are we. They're so experienced in this moment that we're going to have to keep our foot on the gas at all times. It's going to be a great overall game, but I think, the work that we put in is going to pay off, and I just can't wait to show it on the field.
You'll remember the 12-1 Warriors beat the Panthers back in October at our homecoming game, but it was a close one. They only won by 8 points, but tonight the stakes are higher, and Coach Witten says his team is prepared.
I'm really excited. I think anytime you have an opportunity to make it to state and play for a state championship, that's a heck of an accomplishment. A lot of hard work by these kids, and so I'm excited for them. My message to them was, hey, look, don't worry about any anxiety or fear of this big game. They're prepared, they're ready for it, and I think they're going to have a great outcome. I think offensively, getting our running game established is going to be a big part of our success, especially with the weather maybe being an issue. My biggest message to our players is we've been preparing for this since June, July of last summer, and that's why you work so hard, and that's why you have urgency in everything that you do, so that it was with this day in mind. And so when you get to these big moments, you can pull your shoulders back and a smile on your face and play football, because rest easy knowing that you have a lot of confidence in the work that you've done to get here. Our biggest focus is, we have a lot of respect for them. They're a great opponent. Their players and coaches are really good, but we're good too. And I've been telling our message to those guys, we don't back down. And they're prepared, they're ready. And, we've shown that we can beat them before and we can do it again. And so that doesn't make it easy, but in life and in sports, I think that's when, you play your best, is when you have tough opponents, and it is hard, and it teaches a lot about life. And I think I know what kind of character and makeup we have in our locker room, and I'm excited for them to play, but we do know they're gonna be tough. They're gonna have some success. They're gonna make some good plays, and that's why you play 4 quarters. So it'll be a good test for us.
Thankfully, the rain has moved out, but there's still a light drizzle, and it's pretty cold.
The weather will definitely play a huge factor in tonight's game. Temperatures will be around 48 degrees at kickoff with a very light wind around 3 miles per hour. It's cloudy and there's still a 25% chance of rain, but for now it's staying mostly dry with a slight drizzle.
But if the rain starts coming down, the boys are prepared for wet conditions.
Coach Witten used techniques that he learned in his career to get the boys ready.
We practiced this week with wet balls and spraying them down with water bottles just so our guys get used to handling it. Biggest thing that happens when you play in the rain is, a lot of turnovers, and we got to make sure we take care of the football.
Yeah, so we do the wet ball drills just to help work on, help prepare it for us for the balls to be wet in the game. And it's really been good because, the balls are going to be wet in the game and you got to prepare for that. And that's really been a huge part of our practice this week, just emphasizing taking care of the ball even more when it's wet. And because we've been doing that, we're going to be ready when it happens in the game.
The weather will definitely impact both teams, and the Warriors know Parrish will come ready to play.
They gave us some insight into their game plan.
The game plan is definitely to establish the run against them. We know that they had trouble stopping me last game until I got hurt. So definitely to establish the run game so that can open up the pass game. And so that we'll just be able to just run the offense we always run.
Sustain good drives and keep the ball out of the other team's hands. Can't turn the ball over. Got to make good decisions on the field, and if we do that, we'll be good.
Have to be physical, get some pressure on the quarterback, make the ball come out early, get some turnovers, and keep the ball out of the quarterback's hand.
They got some dynamic receivers that we're just gonna have to shut down. We're gonna have to limit their yards after catch. So that's really the game plan. We got to hit them before they hit us.
This is a special game for many reasons.
For our seniors, it's the last time they'll take the field as Warriors.
Freshman year, go 2-8. Sophomore year, we fell short. Junior year was the perfect season. And then this one, just to be perfect, close it out, go back-to-back for the first time in Liberty history.
Teams that go through hard things together usually stick together. And I feel like that's true with this team. From the spring to the summer, all the hard work we put in, we started training since, January together, just adding new pieces along the way. And everybody just working as a cohesive unit, I feel like, has just brought us together in its own unique way.
We've enjoyed the ride, and we've been playing together since we were 5, 6 years old. So just enjoyed all the times that we've had together and just need to go out there and just win this last game together.
For the Witten family, it's the last time CJ and Cooper will play on their high school team together.
And it's the last time Coach Witten will coach his boys together.
These past 4 years have meant everything to me. It's been really great and really sweet to play with my dad and with my brother. It means the world to me. It's an experience that nobody else gets to experience. And it just means a lot to me, and I try not to take it for granted for a second.
It's been super special playing with him growing up, always being on the same team from like elementary school to now. So it's pretty bittersweet. It's sad that's the last one, but glad we're playing the state championship. We can go out with a bang.
It makes me sad thinking that this is the last game that you get an opportunity to coach him. But, I think more than anything else is football was such a huge part of my life. And then for him to kind of find his own way and fall in love with football and to be able to be a part of that journey with him, it's just been a true joy for me to be able to watch him grow as a young man on the field and off the field. And so these are so many special moments. Yeah, the big moments that everybody thinks of, but there's been so many little small moments throughout the last 4 years that I will cherish forever. And so really all these seniors, their hard work, their commitment, but certainly with CJ, you don't want it to end. I just try to really soak it all in the last few weeks, and just proud of him, who he is as a football player, but more importantly, who he is as a young man.
The countdown to kickoff is on.
We'll see you right here back at halftime with our exclusive halftime interview with Coach Witt. I'm Kinsey.
And I'm Ella with Warrior Nation News.